So if you're making your own YouTube channel or you're new to creating videos, you're probably wondering what is the best microphone to get the best audio for your videos. Should you use an on-camera shotgun microphone like this one? Should you use a lapel like I'm wearing now? Or should you use a USB microphone? Well, in this video, we're going to give you sound tests on all three of these devices. We're going to show you how to set them up, and we're going to show you the sound difference between all three so you can judge for yourself what you think is best. Hey there, welcome to the video. I'm Mark Brown from Editor's Keys. Now, all of these microphones are extremely good, but which one is the best one for you? Now, I think it really depends on your setup, what you want to record and where you're recording. So actually what we're going to do first of all is we're going to do a sound test and we're going to cut between the three microphones. So let's do that now. Cinematic LUT Pack contains a collection of 5 professionally crafted LUTs which will instantly improve your footage. They will install directly into your video editing program of choice with ease. These LUTs will transform your footage from basic to pro in seconds and works with all types of footage. We recommend filming your footage in a flat profile to achieve the best results. However, these LUTs will also work with regular footage from any smartphone or camera. What LUTs are included in the pack? The orange and teal. This is our classic go-to LUT for giving any footage a beautiful warm tone. It will make viewers feel warm and positive, perfect for any outdoor footage. Forest LUT, designed for travel footage and landscapes. This will really pull out some beautiful deep color from your footage and adds depth and contrast to achieve an incredible look. Summer Vintage, a beautifully crafted LUT to give your footage a true summer feel. So there you could hear the difference between the three microphones, but how you have them set up and how you use them really makes a big difference. So first of all, let's talk about this microphone first. This is the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, and this is a really good microphone from Rode, and essentially it just sits on top of your camera and it will really improve the audio quality coming from your camera, especially if you're used to just the inbuilt microphone. But there's a couple of things that you should do to get the best audio quality. Now, I see a lot of people on YouTube, they just put this on their camera and they record from maybe 3 or 4 feet away, and really that isn't going to give you the best audio quality. It's going to be okay for a lot of people, but I'm going to show you how you can set this up for the best audio quality. So let me show you what this sounds like from a distance of about 3 feet, and then we'll show you how we can set it up on a boom and get even better sound quality with this microphone. So the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus is a microphone a lot of YouTubers talk about. At the moment, we've got it mounted to our Sony a6400. Now, as you can probably hear, the audio quality, whilst it is much better than the internal microphone, the sound is a little bit more distant, especially compared to the Rode Wireless Go microphone when we use the lavalier microphone. And that's really because of how far the microphone away is from me right now. When you use a lavalier or USB microphone, you're extremely close to the pickup section of the microphone. So, have no fear. There is something you can do to really fastly improve the audio quality of your Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. And I'm going to show you how to do that now, booming the microphone and having it just above your head out of shot. Okay, so we now have the VideoMic Pro Plus on a boom pole, and you should already hear the video audio sounds much better than it did when it was 2 or 3 feet away. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pull this a little bit closer down towards my face just so you can see it. Of course, you wouldn't do this in your videos, but essentially you're improving the audio quality simply by having the microphone closer to your face. So this will increase the clarity, the richness of your vocals. It will also increase the bass a little bit, and it should reduce the background noise levels, because when you have a microphone much further away, you're turning up that input volume, but of course you're turning up the input of the entire room. Doing this means you're just recording your voice very close up and you're not picking up a lot of the background noise. So this is good for a few reasons. It keeps your shot very clean. If you're doing videos on a regular basis, you can just kind of leave this boomed up here and just sit down and get recording straight away, which is quite cool. It also means you don't have a lavalier on your person too, so it makes you maybe look a little bit more cleaner in shot if that's the kind of thing you're going for. The con of this is that you do have to have it set up like this. I don't think it's quite as clear as something like a lavalier microphone, but we'll test that next. So let's jump into the Rode Wireless Go. So next up is the Rode Wireless Go system, and this is a really small wireless lavalier microphone system, and I like this because it's so simple to use. You have two small packs that are just a couple of centimeters tall. You simply plug in any lavalier microphone. We're using a Sennheiser lavalier, and then you simply plug it into your Sony a6400 or any camera, and then just set the levels. And what's great about this is that it pairs instantly the pack and the receiver. With some higher end models, you have to kind of set different frequency waves and different channels for them to match. With this, it's done all automatically. Now, I'm wearing it here for this shot. What do you think of this audio quality? If you've watched the channel a lot, this is a microphone that I tend to go to. This is my go-to microphone. And I like this for a few reasons. I think the audio quality is really good. You get to choose the lavalier that you want. So I use a Sennheiser lavalier plugged into this. I'll put a link in the description below. But I just like this because we can move around. I can walk around on the street and I know my audio quality is always going to be consistent. It's not going to pick up too much background noise. And if I'm moving around the scene to do bits for tutorials or picking up things, I know that it's always going to sound fairly even and it's not going to distort. Whereas sometimes if you use, say, a USB microphone or a microphone like this boomed in, as soon as you move out of shot, then you're going to lose the audio, or the audio is going to suddenly drop in volume, and you don't want that if you're doing a piece to camera. Now, the pros: this is relatively inexpensive, it's easy to use, they pair quickly, and the battery lasts a long time. The cons, there aren't too many cons, I don't think. One is that you can't pick up obviously more than one person with this system. If you're doing an interview, you can really only have one of these connected sort of natively with your camera. There are ways around it, but you're only going to pick up your own voice. Whereas with a USB microphone or the Rode VideoMic Pro, you can record multiple people a little bit easier. The second con is that you actually have to wear a lavalier, and I know some people don't like the messiness of this being on their clothes. They don't like seeing the little clip on their shirt. Really, for me, it doesn't bother me at all, but I do know some video creators don't like that. Okay, so now we've jumped onto the SL600 microphone. This is what I've got here in front of me. And if you've watched the channel, again, you'll have seen this microphone loads and loads. This is my go-to microphone if we're doing any tutorials in Final Cut or Premiere, or if we're doing any voiceover work. So if you've seen a review, usually we will record all of the B-roll and then we will record the voiceover with this and then put that over top of the shots in the B-roll. And the reason I like this microphone is that when you use a microphone like this or a USB microphone, it sounds much clearer. It sounds much more rich, a bit more like a radio broadcast than a lavalier or a shotgun microphone. And what I like is you can really bring the viewer in with you. You know, you can get closer to the microphone. You don't have to shout. You can just get in closer and kind of tell your story. And as you can see, it just sounds nice and clean. So there might be some situations where you don't want it to be like this. You know, if you're doing a travel video, it might not be the right setup for you. The pros, first of all, I think probably it's the best audio quality you can get. You know, it's very easy to use. You can simply plug and play directly into any Mac or PC, and it works directly with Final Cut or Premiere. The cons, well, some people don't like a microphone in their shot, so maybe you'd be better with a boomed microphone or a lavalier, which is a little bit more hidden. It does clean up your shots. You know, it's quite common to see microphones in shots now, but I know a lot of people don't like that. And then secondly, and this is quite an important one, is USB microphones can't go directly into a camera like the a6400. So what you would need to do is press record on your camera, press record on something like Adobe Audition, and then do a clap and then sync the audio together in Final Cut or Premiere or your video editing program of choice. Now it's really easy to do, but it is just another step that you don't have to do if you use a lavalier or a shotgun microphone like the VideoMic Pro. So there you go. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the little microphone test we did there. As mentioned, you want to make sure that all of these microphones are set up in the right way. If you're doing streaming, gaming, tutorials, maybe go for an SL600. If you're doing videos like I'm doing now, maybe think about a Rode VideoMic Pro Plus or the lavalier microphone. For videos like this, I personally love the Rode Wireless Go system. I think it's really, really good. If I move around, my audio isn't affected at all, and it's really good for blocking out background noise because we're in a busy office and people walk down the corridors, and this microphone won't pick it up. But anyway, if you've got any questions at all, let me know in the comment section below. As I promise, I do get back to every single one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.